It's okay not to have had everything figured out in your 20s. I am an African child, so most of our parents, I would say, would prophesy that I want my child to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, an engineer when they grow up, right? That's the common norm, and that's the common saying. It's a very common thing. And you know what, it's okay. Like, if I had a kid as well, don't get me wrong, I would love for them to be a lawyer, a teacher, and those great things, right? So what happens? They take you to school, primary school, preschool, we call it preschool, primary school, secondary school, high school. Yes, my son or daughter is almost there. Now let's take him to varsity. Please go to university. After university, maybe you're fortunate. Some parents understand that after getting your diploma or your degree, that's not enough. You need to do more. I'll go do your master's. After master's, hey, you may be lucky enough to have parents who will be like, yeah, go do a PhD. Everything is fine. Everything's on me. Go ahead and do a PhD. Then after that, okay, now let's start seeing the coins coming in, right? Let's just start seeing the rewards. Let's just start seeing, what who would have loved you to become. Let's see it happening right now. That's an ideal scenario, of course, right? But I think for a lot of us, we may not have been fortunate enough to go through that path. And we find ourselves in our early 20s, not imagining a life that we would have imagined when we're still in a high school, our teens or primary school. I remember with my friend in primary school, we were like, yo, bro, when we grow up, we're gonna go get BMWs and Lamborghinis, and we're gonna go to the airport. We're gonna go to the airport and race. We're gonna go and drift with our cars, just race, we're gonna do that when we grow up, man. Best friends forever, shake hands, do that. But now I'm 24, and that dream maybe is still as far as it was when I was still in high school. But we'll keep dreaming. Here we are. Here I am. I have not achieved everything I have wished I would have achieved at this age. And if you're in a similar age bracket, I think don't be hard on yourself, man, because we have to now bring it back. Why do you think you value more in life? Is it gonna be being happy, or making your parents happy, or working, or just what exactly is it in life that will bring you joy? Because I can tell you, you also have to remember, like I said, what brings you joy and what makes you happy. Who makes you happy? For example, me personally feel like my family is what makes me happy, and no matter where I am in the world, as long as I have them, regardless of my financial situation, I think I'll be happy, And in your early 20s also, some people say life begins at 40. So if you feel like at 22, 23, 24, you still haven't gotten all the things you wished you would have gotten in life by that age, and your parents prophesied you'd have, you failed. I personally don't think that's the case, A lot of people, some young people at that age have gotten everything, millions, billions, and maybe a little bit less happy than you. Don't get me wrong. Hey, man, I would love to have a lot of money. Money does make your life a little bit more nice and easy. Don't get me wrong. But some people may not, have all the joy and happiness you have. Some may not have genuine friends. Some may not have genuine relationships. The little things which you may take for granted, some of these people may not have, Some of them may not have it. So I feel like you should prioritize what makes you happy. And maybe you do not want to be a doctor or engineer, but you want to be an artist, or, something different, which maybe your parents may not see, but you see it. So I feel like maybe you should try and obviously be responsible at the same time. Get a job which will be able to provide for your basic needs, and then you can go ahead maybe and do that artistry on the side as well. So don't forget, me saying that it's okay not to have had your life figured out in your 20s does not mean don't be responsible. It does not mean just go drink and go do smoke, go do all these crazy things out there and life will be fine. You're still 20. No. What I mean is you have to be responsible, but also at the same time, if there's something that makes you happy, create some space for it in your world to find time and do. I love creating content. I love playing football. I love listening to music. So as much as I do have a job, which I'm fortunate enough to have, is it my dream job? I wouldn't really say that, but do I enjoy doing it? To some extent, yes. Am I happy with the financial returns of that job? Maybe not, but does it give me enough to put food on the table for myself? Yes, it does. But also, I do have YouTube, like me talking to you right now. I do, when I get the chance, play soccer. I do react to music, which is something I love as well. So here's the thing. I'm picking out, responsibilities and also leaving room for that creativeness and finding time for things that make me happy. Because I also feel like I am content. Obviously, I am still ambitious and still want to get to a point whereby I'm earning way more income. I would wish it would be here, but just find things that make you happy. Don't let go of those things, because the older we get, the less time we have for these kind of things. So it's important to always keep that inner child in you, but also become responsible, because it's still the world we're living in. And if you feel like you're still in your 20s and you don't even know like how you're gonna get to where you want to go, and just you're a failure, I don't think so. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Keep working, be responsible, don't be careless. You only have one life. It is important to enjoy that one life. Do things that make you happy, and I'll repeat it again. I hope it's responsible things, and just keep going with the flow. Get a partner as well who will build you and not take away from you, because you'd be stunned how having the right partner will improve your life drastically. As guys, we think all we need is a TV and a chair and a house, no furniture. I'll be fine and we'll be happy. To some extent, yes, we'll be happy, but a partner may be able to add like a couch who will make your back more comfortable, decorate the house, make it smell better, and as a result improve the quality of your life, right? So yeah, it's okay if you're in your early 20s. Don't worry, man. Just do what you need to do, and then also find time for the things you love. And if there's a dream you have, keep working on that dream. Don't let it go. That's the thing. Don't let go of that dream. I will one day go race in the airport, at the airport, with a car. Will I be alone? Maybe, but at least that's a dream which I had when I was young, right? Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself, man. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people gained a lot of wealth in their 40s, right? But yes, please don't forget to invest. If the earlier you start investing, the bigger the returns will be once you get to those late ages. Get a TSFA account, invest S&P 500, and just the little you have. If you're working a job and you earn $1,000 every 2 weeks, just maybe even put $50, $100 if you can in your stocks. These are long-term things. You'll reap the rewards at the end. You can also put it in crypto, but don't be gambling out there, But yeah, everything will be fine, one day at a time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. I repeat for the 1,000th time. Everything will be okay. It's your boy Yannick, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love and peace.